Welcome to another video about the free and open source billing panel PUQcloud. Today, I will explain what home companies are, why they are important, and how they work. A home company is a financial entity in the system. It plays a key role in client invoicing and tax management. To start the setup, go to the Finance tab and choose Home Companies. Here, we see a list of all home companies in the system. Make sure that at least one company is set as default. You will recognize it by the green check mark before its name. To edit a home company's settings, click the yellow button with the pencil icon. We have opened the home company settings. Here you will find several tabs, and by default, we are in the General tab. In this section, you must enter your company's legal address. It's very important to enter it correctly, because this address will appear on invoices and will be used to apply tax rules and filters throughout the system. In the next tab, called Images, you can upload the logo of your home company. This logo will appear on invoices and all documents related to the client and this company, for example, contracts, account statements, emails, and so on. This tab will be expanded in future versions of the PUQcloud panel, with more image-related settings for the home company, mostly for marketing purposes. In the next tab, we move to the email settings. Here, you can select a pre-configured notification group. I explained how to set these up in another video. Just check the channel and you will find it. There is also a section where you can enter an email signature, which will be added to every message sent to clients. In short, each home company can have its own custom notification group, fully personalized and tailored to that specific company. One of the most important settings is found in the next tab is Tax Settings, which defines your company's official tax information. Here, you will see multiple sections for entering your tax data. The first section is for companies registered in Europe and beyond. Since each country may have a different local tax ID name, you can define it using the local tax ID name field and enter the number itself. The same applies to the EU VAT ID name field, used across the EU. There's also a company registration number field, where you can set a label and value according to your local regulations. This section is essential for companies registered in Europe and Asia. The next section is for companies based in the United States or Canada. You can enter tax information specific to those countries. At the bottom, in the tax rates section, you must define your default tax names and percentages. These will be used automatically unless specific tax rules override them during invoice generation. If a tax name is left empty, it will not be applied. There are 3 fields available. One is enough for most EU VAT use cases, but in the US and Canada, you may need all 3 for federal, provincial, and local taxes. Make sure to enter your tax rates accurately to ensure proper billing. If you're unsure what to enter, we recommend consulting your accountant. Continuing with tax settings, we now move to the Invoice Settings tab. Here you can configure options for pro forma invoices, and credit notes. PUQcloud generates invoices using the following logic. A pro forma invoice is created first. It tells the client how much they need to pay. This pro forma gets its own number from the home company's numbering format. Once the client pays, a real invoice is generated with a new number. The invoice and pro forma are linked together, which is required by law in some countries for traceability. For refunds, credit notes are used. They also have their own numbering and are linked to the original invoice. This ensures that refunds can only be made referencing a specific invoice. The first section allows you to configure custom numbering for each document type. Number formats support tags like year, month, day, number, which are replaced automatically during document generation. You can choose to reset the counter monthly, yearly, or never. This is standard behavior in most billing systems. In the next section, you define the balance credit purchase item name used when a client tops up their balance. For example, cloud services for the period. You can also use tags like year, month, day. There's also a field for refund item name, which supports tags like year, month, day, invoice _ number. The last one is the invoice number being refunded. At the bottom, you'll find PDF invoice layout options, such as paper size, font type, and more. You can also add a pay-to-text and invoice footer text, great for personalizing your invoices. To summarize, when PUQcloud generates a financial document, it creates a snapshot of all related data. Even if client or home company details change later, the document stays unchanged. This ensures consistent records from the moment of creation. Of course, operators can still manually edit the document, but I'll explain that in another video. The next 3 tabs are for configuring the templates of the pro forma invoice, and credit note. Here, you will see a code editor using the Laravel Blade template format. The main available variable is the invoice object, which contains all necessary data for the document. You can also access related objects to retrieve almost any data from the PUQcloud system. How to build custom templates and which variables are available, that's all explained in another video on the channel. You can easily create your own personalized template for your company, giving your financial documents a unique and professional look. This flexible template engine, integrated in the admin panel, lets you control how the PDF version of each document will look, and those PDFs will be available for download. Finally, we reach the last tab, and it's one of the most important. This is the Payment Gateways Configuration tab, where you define how clients can pay their invoices. In our example, we see a list of 3 payment gateways, each with its own order and assigned currencies. Gateways are shown to clients based on their billing currency. This means you can separate gateways by home company and by currency within each one. This level of flexibility allows you to configure the system exactly how your business needs it. Home companies in PUQcloud let you manage invoicing, taxes, and documents for different legal entities all in one place. They bring flexibility, compliance, and personalization to your billing process. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and visit our website at PUQcloud.com for more tools and updates. Thanks for watching.